who was somebody who would pound his chest and scream Puerto Rico. He fights for the pride of an entire island. Whereas I think Miguel Cotto, really, when you strip him down to it, he fights for himself.
I'm Miguel Cotto. I'm not Felix Trinidad. I talk the less I can, and I'm going to do my work in the ring. My hands talk for me.
His hands and his heart both spoke loudly in September 2005 when Cotto got off the canvas to beat Ricardo Torres in a brutal 140-pound battle.
Miguel Cotto survives a life-and-death challenge from Ricardo Torres.
Cotto then moved up to welterweight late last year and beat Carlos Quintana for a title. With the success, his fan base has grown. In June, Cotto faced Zab Judah at storied Madison Square Garden. And it was the Puerto Rican, not the Brooklyn native, who was mostly responsible for the sold-out crowd.
On the eve of the Puerto Rican Day Parade, they packed Madison Square Garden to the rafters.
In Judah, a former undisputed welterweight champion, Cotto found his toughest battle yet.
And he gets caught with a big left-hand counterpunch.
Miguel took a really hard punch in the first 15 seconds of the fight. He took it like a man. He kept on going.
Both fighters feel a sense of urgency and to want to do damage right away.
Cotto got hurt. Despite the blood, despite the cobwebs in his head, he kept fighting and busting him up.
A relentless, non-stop assault from the Puerto Rican star.
He destroyed him bit by bit. I think that's the worst beating that Zab Judah's ever gotten.
Down on a right hand is Judah. Knockout.
That was a pretty tough fight, you know. Judah was a pretty dangerous boxer, but I put too much pressure on him, and I won.
Beating Judah was good. Beating Mosley would be great.
Back in Big Bear, 16-year-old Shane Mosley Jr. has come to camp for a bit of one-on-one time with his dad. With Junior now taking an interest in boxing, Senior eyes a future in training his son and other young fighters when his own days in the ring are over.
A lot of people think I'm his brother, you know, because I'm like taller than he is. Sometimes he plays it off, you know, like he doesn't say anything about it, but sometimes he's like, nah, that's my son, you know? Well, a lot of times he'll say like, oh yeah, that's my brother.
So it's kind of funny. They look at me, like, wow, that's your father, you know, because he's a little bigger than me now. So definitely, you know, we both kind of look alike.
To me, he's just like any other dad. My dad would always take me to the gym when I was younger, and I never really showed any interest in it. I don't know what it was. One day I wanted to go down to the gym and box. It's like, Daddy, you know, I sparred today. He's like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna, you know, I think I'm gonna box. And he said, all right, that's cool. I'm gonna start training you. There you go. I think he kind of knew I was gonna be a boxer, you know? I think he knew all along, but he was just giving me my time.
I don't want him to be forced into boxing because, you know, I box, that's my thing. But he came to me and said, you know, I want to really, you know, get serious with the boxing.
There you go. Keep that intensity going.
And you know, now me and my father, we're training, and hopefully by next year he can have his first amateur fight. There you go. Right foot. There you go, there you go. Training. It's something that I look forward to for my future in boxing. I'm already the top fighter around welterweight, but now I like to be one of the top guys to bring these young guys up to help them to be the best they can be. Hopefully, you know, I can make a difference in their career.
In Caguas, Miguel Cotto is also surrounded by family. His father, Miguel Cotto Sr., owns the gym where he works out, and his uncle, Evangelista Cotto, has been his trainer for his entire career.
You feel more secure to work with your family. Sometimes you need to think not like a trainer, more like a family, and that's the reason of our winning situation.
They respect each other. You can see when you meet his dad and you meet Evangelista, they're very shy people, and They keep all their stuff to themselves. So they're family, they understand each other.
Fui militar por 25 años y ahí no nos enseñan a reírnos mucho. Realmente nunca entendí hasta hace muy poco tiempo atrás cuán importante era una sonrisa. Y quizás pues transmití eso a mis hijos.
It's the best thing I ever had in my life, my dad. The most important reason for myself in this level is my father.
Ha sido un gran placer porque hemos crecido juntos prácticamente. Yo nunca iba a estar tampoco en este nivel y con él pues hemos llegado juntos a donde estamos y estamos experimentando cosas nuevas.
But the road to success as fighter and trainer has not always been smooth for nephew and uncle.
There have been half dozen to a dozen rocky moments between Miguel Cotto and Evangelista Cotto, and I think part of that is that Evangelista isn't terribly bashful about letting you know how important he thinks he is in the development of the fighter's career. To Miguel, that's a distraction. He's not about who gets credit so much as he's about let's focus on the task and win the fights. As difficult as it may be on a daily basis for Miguel to put up with his uncle's style difference, he would miss him in the ring. He would miss the familiarity of that face in his corner if he were to go in and try to fight with somebody else.
I work pretty hard every day. That's the reason I work in this way, you know, because I feel the support of my family. I'm ready for every big step.
Mosley is certainly his biggest step yet, though when he looks across the ring on November 10th, he may see a lot of himself in his opponent.
If you're looking for the second coming of Shane Mosley in a personality sense, it's Miguel Cotto. Mosley even said to me, he said, you know, I sat down and talked with him on our promotions tour, and I thought to myself, it's like fighting me.
He's very quiet, but he's a tiger in the ring. You know, he goes out and he gives 100% all. And me coming up, I was basically the same way, maybe a little more outgoing than Cotto, because Cotto's more reserved. But sometimes the quiet guys are the most dangerous.
Cotto fans are anything but quiet. Yet even when surrounded by adoration in Puerto Rico, he barely cracks a smile.
I can see where Shane can see himself in Miguel because Miguel is so focused. He can shake hands, he can talk with the media, but I don't think Miguel Cotto looks for celebrity and fame. I think Miguel Cotto is a lot like Shane Mosley in that he's 100% fighter. He fights for himself.
No, I'm here for a fight. I'm not here for talk too much to my opponents. I'm here for bring the best show I can bring for my fans.
He's not intimidated by the notion of fighting a Shane Mosley. Miguel understands what Mosley has done, deeply respects him for it, and says to himself, I'm that good too. I'm that good right now.
I've been bowling for a little bit up here, just kind of messing around, and they asked me, if I would like to join the league. It's a little bit of a release, to get away from the actual boxing all the time and the boxing mentality. I've been up here for like 10 years actually, and when I come up here, everybody knows who I am. I'm Sugar Shane, but I'm just one of the guys up here, and we always have a good time. Hey, Jamie.
In Big Bear, Tuesday nights are bowling nights. Alongside waiters, carpenters, and repairmen, Sugar Shane is just another guy trying to knock down a 4-10 split.
That's the Sugar Shane boy. It has some, oh, here it is, right there, engraved. Sugar Shane.
We're a very competitive team, and Shane's a very competitive guy, and that's what we need, a little extra kick on our team.
He saved us this game. I think we'll win, and it's all because of Shane.
I'm doing something different, but I'm using my mind and my focus and my concentration to hit that head pin. And it's helping me with my right uppercut as well. That's my best game this time.
Being cool and calm before a fight comes from experience and confidence in the game plan.
I think that Cotto's style was a style that I